And this next fight, we got Jeremiah Wells. He's taking on Carlston Harris. And Wells is looking to make it 5-0 in his first 5 UFC fights. Not that many people could say they've done that. And he's shown power, grappling, and now in his last fight, he showed all of that and heart and conditioning. So he has it all. And he's 36 years old. So time is of the essence. And a win over Carlston Harris, to me, would guarantee a top 15 fight for him, or at minimum a marquee name. So this is that make or break fight for him to break through to the other side. And he's already proven his worth. He's beaten guys like Warley Alves, like Court McGee, beat a solid prospect like Semmelsberger. So now if he could take out Carlston Harris, whom you could argue is in a similar position to Wells, he can't really be denied a step up in competition. Carlston Harris, he made his comeback in exciting fashion in March. He beat Jared Gooden, and it was a pretty one-sided fight. And before that, he took a year away after his loss to Shavkat. In the UFC, he's 3-1, and he hasn't had as hard a road as Wells. All his opponents who he's beaten are no longer in the UFC, but he did beat Impa Kasanganay, who's done well in the PFL since getting cut, and he did share the octagon with Shavkat even in a loss. But prior to the joining the UFC, Harris didn't pad his record, so he has probably better wins outside the UFC than he has inside the UFC so far. And like Wells, Harris is also 36 years old, so he needs to get back to his winning ways and get back to that momentum. He's won one in a row here. If he can win another one, maybe he could be in that position where he's getting another Shavkat type opponent next. And I feel like it's another fight that could go either way. On the feet, Harris, I'd say overall is better. He's more diverse. He has tricky 1-2s. He has a weird kind of slapping type of right hand, but it's effective. And he throws more kicks. And I would say Wells isn't the most technical or greatest in the stand-up, but what he does possess is speed and power. His footwork is also on point, so he uses that being the shorter guy to get inside and land that left hook or big hooks in succession. You'll rip the body, and power-wise, Wells has a big advantage. Both fighters actually do have power, though, and both fighters are there to be hit and have questionable chins. So a knockout, I think, is a big possibility in this fight. I do see Wells being the more durable fighter. He's never been finished with strikes, and even though his last fight he got hurt really bad a couple times, Carlston Harris has been knocked out before. But I think Harris will have more volume if it plays out over 15 minutes on the feet. But I feel like if it is a purely stand-up fight, someone will probably get finished. Wrestling, grappling-wise, both fighters have great attributes. Wells is the more active offensive wrestler, and he uses his speed and explosiveness to get inside, get the body locks, and get guys down, and extremely strong so he can manhandle people, and he has exceptional cardio so he can wrestle for 3 rounds. On top, Wells has good control, and he holds fighters down effectively. If they give their back, he has 4 rear naked chokes. I haven't really seen Wells off his back or out his takedown defenses, so I don't know if Harris is going to test his wrestling, but Harris does have a good double leg. I feel like Harris is more active on top. He's aggressive with his transitions, and Harris has pretty good control when he can get on top in his own right. So it would be interesting if Harris did try to take down Wells. And when opponents try to take down Harris, he has good takedown defense in general, and you have to be very wary of the way you shoot in on him because he has really nasty front chokes. He has been put on his back before where I've seen him get taken down and bounce right back up, and he showed good takedown defense and ability to stand back up to his feet against Shavkat. But I'm going to go with Wells. I'm going to say he wins by first round knockout. I feel like Harris is more dangerous and well-rounded, but Wells is just an athletic freak, and I think that early on Harris is a little bit loose with his guard and defense, and I think Wells is going to hit him with the left hook and knock him out.